What's up, Queens? This is Vanessa from the Vanessa McClam Show, and I thank you so much for tuning in today. Today we're going to do things a little bit different. I have a couple things that I want to announce to you guys. For one, I will be postponing my first and third live sessions. During the summertime is a really crazy time for me. So, like right now, I'm actually in the process of moving. My son is going to be heading into 6th grade next year, so that's super exciting for me. And I wanted to just make sure I kind of take the time off to focus on him during this transitional period. So I'll be doing less of my lives, and I will be having more mom meetups. So I just started a Moms in Motion group. It's a meetup group on meetup.com, and it's called Moms in Motion. What we do is we travel. We talk about mom stuff, mom boss motivation. We get together. Sometimes we involve events with the kiddos, and other times it's just mom kind of R&R, getting to know each other. So if you're interested in joining, make sure you go to meetup.com and search for Moms in Motion, and you will see us there along with other meetup sessions that we'll be doing. So so that's fun. Just yesterday, my son and I went to the water park in Rowlett, if you guys are familiar with the DFW area. It was really, really fun. I felt like a big kid all over again. There's a lot of water slides and different activities that you can do. They had a movie night. They were playing Spider-Man. So that was super exciting to be a part of that. That is the Moms Meetup group. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that I will be having another vision board class. The Queen Mindset Vision Board Workshop will be held the 21st of July. So if you guys are interested in joining that, you can get your tickets on Eventbrite, and it's starting off at $45. That's the early bird special. So after that, it's going to be the regular general price of admission. The admission includes your board, as well as refreshments are going to be served. So you'll have a chance to kind of sit down, meet with me, and we can talk about your goals for the remainder of the year. And we can just really dive in. We're going to have a sisterhood where we can talk about real life issues. This is pretty much a workshop where you should feel free to be yourself. We want to develop you into the queen that you are. And that vision board workshop class is a good way for you to kind of hone in on your goals for the rest of the year. So everyone who joins that class will automatically be added in my membership class, where I will be giving you guys month-to-month advice. You guys are going to be subscribed to my newsletter, which includes Mom Boss Motivation. So that brings me to the next point. If you are interested in joining the newsletter, then you guys can email me at iamvanessamcclam@gmail.com. And every month I come up with a newsletter where we are introducing different activities that's happening with the Moms in Motion organization meetup group, and also the product demonstrations that I do every month. There is also a spotlight for different other mom bosses that want to advertise their business through the newsletter in our organization. So we'll be doing that as well. Also, we'll be talking about little things about, parenting. We're rolling out some good stuff. So I hope you guys are wanting to be a part of that. You guys, if you want to join the newsletter, email me, iamvanessamcclam@gmail.com. remember the Moms Meetup group on meetup.com, and also the vision board class coming up on Eventbrite. So anyhow, so today I didn't have time to sit down and make and do a whole step-by-step tutorial with you guys. I'm just actually trying to get over a cold, so my voice is kind of, shaky. I'm still coughing from my cold. But anyways, I had to record this for you guys, so just excuse my voice if I have to, if I cut out, my voice cuts out. So there is something I really need you guys to listen to today. There is so much that's been going on with me, and I know that on a day-to-day basis we fight. We are fighting to be great moms to our children, to be great women in our community, and just to be a great woman for ourselves. So this video, excuse me, is 3 ways that failure can set you up for success. So you guys, I know that no matter how much that you guys try to succeed, myself included, there's times that we are going to fall short. And this video is basically going into, failure is not necessarily a bad thing. And it's going to set us up to be great. And we just have to trust the process. Okay, so one way that failure can change and set you up for success is, for one, when you fail, we learn our strengths and we learn our weaknesses. So let's think about all the different ways or all the different situations that we want to succeed at. One member of my vision board class is studying to become a doctor, and she is 32. This girl is on fire. She has gotten her master's degree, and she continues to strive to become accepted into medical school. That's her big goal. So she had recently took the MCAT, and she did not pass. She missed by a smidget of points. And I don't know if you guys are savvy or knowledgeable about the whole MCAT. But to become a doctor, first you have to get your bachelor's in a concentration of study, and then you register for that MCAT. So the MCAT, it encompasses a whole bunch of knowledge. I took a look, after talking to her, at all the different subjects that it covers, and it is a beast. So for all you medical students that are trying to get into the MCAT and have not succeeded on your first try, I really salute you guys, especially the moms who are trying to get, maybe this is your second career, or maybe this is something that you've been wanting to do, but you kind of put it to the back burner. In her case, she did not pass, and that failure actually set her up to become more successful the next go round when she takes her test. So you learn, when you fail, you learn your strengths and you learn your weaknesses. This is my first point. Basically, when you are in the midst of whatever it is that you're striving to do, you learn more about yourself. You become confident in those things that come at ease with you. In my instance, one time I was actually I was actually a director of rehab at a facility I was working at, and I had to resign from that position. So I learned from that position that my strengths were talking to people and being a patient advocate, taking care of people. And I learned that some of my weaknesses were, I always wanted to do everything. I learned that I had to sit back and learn to delegate to other people on my staff. I learned that I had to learn more technical or corporate jargon in order to get my point across, because I'm very direct and honest when I speak. And those identifying those strengths and weaknesses really helped to, once I resigned from that job, helped me to become a business owner. So sometimes it looks like failure when you guys say you land your dream job and you realize it's not quite what you thought, or you land that dream relationship and you get in there and it's not quite what you thought it was going to be. It kind of teaches you what your strengths are and the things that you need to work on. So that's one way that failure can set you up to be great. The second point is, when we fail, we're directed toward a greater purpose. So, say you don't get the job, or you don't pass the test like the other young lady didn't do, or you fail at your relationship, or you're trying to parent your child and you're being right now is unsuccessful for you. When you when you fail at whatever it is that you're trying to do, God has a way of sort of directing you to a greater purpose. So you really decide in your heart if that what you're chasing towards is worth it. And that's what I mean by being directed toward a greater purpose. So maybe you started a business and you didn't do well. Then you have the opportunity to assess within yourself, hey, is this a field that I want to go down? What is the real reason why I'm attracted to this type of business? And it kind of helps you gain a larger perspective on what it is you want to do with your life. Maybe like when I had the director position and I didn't succeed at it, it really helped me or give me a broader vision on what it is I really liked about that job, what it is within me that I wanted to pull out. And that's how I got to the point where I created my business, Get Up and Go Therapy. It helps you to learn, what it is that you really want within yourself, so that you can be able to fulfill that void that you thought the job was going to fulfill, or that you thought buying that home was going to fulfill. There's so many different situations. I'm just bringing different scenarios to the table. But in my case, when I did not, to be a little more transparent with you guys, when I did not succeed at that position, it made me realize what it is that I was missing in my life. I actually started my YouTube channel because my job did not allow me, the director job did not allow me to be expressive and creative, it didn't allow me to be creative in an aspect where I could, help people and touch people's lives on the scale that I wanted. So it led to this greater vision, the whole Mom Boss movement. So that's an example of how we are actually directed to a greater purpose when we fail in life. My third point is another way that failure can lead you to greatness is we can make adjustments to become greater, to become better. We make those adjustments when we learn from our failures. So the only way that we can become greater is to fail and to find out and learn more about ourselves so that we can correct those things that we don't necessarily want. We can start developing ourselves more. We can become more mature about the choices that we make. As in like a new job. We're no longer chasing the dollar amount, the salary behind it. We're looking at the environment of the work environment, the culture of the employees that are there. Relationships, we're not picking out that cute guy. We're looking more or less on the type of things that he's involved with. What is his vision in life? What does he see himself becoming in the next 5 years? And what are some ways that he is working toward becoming that person? And do you see yourself with that individual? Like, you start to have a broader vision of what it is that you want and the strategies and the questions that you ask yourself to get there. So that's how you can learn to make adjustments to become better. You learn from your situations, and you now know yourself enough where you can ask those difficult questions and make those difficult decisions so that you become greater. So those are my 3 ways that failure can set you up for greatness. And again, I just want to recap them. For 1, we learn our strengths and we learn our weaknesses from failing. 2, we can be directed toward a greater purpose when we fail. And 3, we learn by making adjustments. We make those adjustments to become greater. So thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to more Mom Boss Talks like this. We still will be doing the product demonstrations. But again, this is a tough transition time for me during the summer. I hope you guys are continuing to be motivated and inspired. You guys, I do have a YouTube channel that you guys can check out in the meantime while I am away. And I can feel my transitioning, happening. So it's exciting for me, and I hope you guys can see that through the things that are going on my channel. So I really appreciate you guys. I continue to root for you guys in the background while I'm doing my thing. We have this now June, so we have about 6 months more left in 2019, and we will continue to do great things together. I can feel that. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in.